for watching. So, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I was meditating. Ooh, child. I damn near burnt out my fucking finger. Anyway, so I was meditating and doing some prayer. Like, I was praying as well after my meditation, like in the middle of my meditation, because I felt called to pray. And then I suddenly felt inspired to... I'm cleansing the space, by the way, with my Palo Santo. Yeah, just cleansing it so that I may invite some positive energy in and expel some negative energy, or transmute negative energy into positive energy. And with this deck, the Tarot of the Divine, it's so freaking cute. I love this deck. I just thought for a collective, I would just channel whatever messages wanted to come through for today. So if this showed up on your feed, trust it's because it was meant to. Again, I don't know what I'm channeling. I'm just gonna go ahead and channel anyway. But anyways, so Spirit, what do you have to say for my collective today? What are the messages that wish to come through? Okay, so a few cards came out. But I'm just gonna accept these two. Just so you guys can really look. So this is the Five of Swords in reverse, and the King of Coins in reverse. So there's this feeling of letting go. Okay, Five of Swords typically talks about deception in the reverse. Deception from malicious intent. Deception because you wanted to gain something, like you wanted to gain something or win the argument, or it's almost like the feeling of in a race you like tripped somebody so that you could win. That's like the feeling of the Five of Swords for me anyway. This is like how I interpret this energy. So in reverse, you know, it kind of makes me think of an energy like overcoming it, or I almost want to say too, like way down. I think for this collective, and I also feel like this reading, like I myself can relate to this experience. It's like almost like overcoming deception. Okay, I think that we are all learning a collective lesson on like toxic people. So if you come to my channel, I imagine it's because you are a healer of some sort. I myself am. I found this out relatively recently. I didn't think like I was special or anything, or that I have like healing abilities, but like I don't know, felt very ordinary for the longest time in my life. But my ordinary is really other people's like extraordinary. But I, again, never thought of myself like that, if that makes sense. So anyways, with this King of Coins in reverse, I really think that there's somebody you're dealing with, someone who's maybe financially responsible but emotionally manipulative. Okay, like this is somebody who potentially only focuses on the material like realm. Like this is somebody who cares a lot about finances and most likely has betrayed you in the past. And right now we are learning how to deal with those kinds of people. Okay, so the Lover's card came out. and then the Knight of Cups. So with this combination, I'm really thinking of somebody who may have had a soul contract with you. So this King of Cups is also showing up as, or King of Coins is showing up as this Knight of Cups. And how I'm interpreting these energies is, I think that you have most likely come across an individual, maybe relatively recently, could have been a while ago as well, but just somebody who you felt like was a divine counterpart, okay, because you had that strong emotional attachment to them, and maybe there's that level of soul familiarity, but they were not the one. Okay, like that's what I'm getting here. Or maybe like they could have been, but they currently are not, because their energies are showing up like this. Like they're showing up as this toxic and manipulative combination, like emotionally manipulative. Like this is somebody who 100% did pursue you in the beginning, but then dropped interest for whatever the reason. And this is also somebody who's more focused on the 3D. Like this is someone who's really, really into like finances, so, or something like that. Like if it's just someone who's way more focused on, to the point where it's almost toxic. Like they care more about making money than taking care of themselves. They care more about like pursuing material wealth, maybe external validation, than they did about you. And like even though there is this element of divinity, like this is a divine connection. Like if you thought this person was your soulmate, they could have been, but, or maybe you had a soul contract, and maybe, I mean, the both of you did feel very strongly about each other. There's quite a bit of attraction, but at the end of the day, this person was not honest and pure with you. And that's the element that all divine connections have with them. Like this is the thing that every divine connection I've ever experienced had in common. There's an element of purity and honesty, and there's no room for deception, because the both of you know you love each other for who you are, whether it's platonic or romantic. That's the thing. And even if it doesn't work out, it doesn't end bad. It just ends. And because it's a divine connection, you can always revisit it. Typically, I don't know, but it could be that this person and your guys' souls made some kind of contract to meet each other in this lifetime before you were fully developed, like before you were ready to end up with each other. So what I mean by that is, like, sometimes that's the quickest way to being prepared for your divine one. And if you had tried to manifest this person in the past, they had tried to manifest you, it's likely the universe heard your calls and set the union up, knowing that you weren't ready for it, and neither were they. And maybe in this connection you weren't, like, I mean, here's the thing, if you guys met, it's most likely because you were vibrating at the same frequency. So maybe this person to you was like very, like, they had a lot of red flags, you ignored them. The fact that you ignored those red flags, that's how they ended up in your energy in the first place. It's like, unfortunately, even if you weren't malicious, you were still vibrating at a lower frequency, and this connection taught you how to elevate past that, because you deserve better. Okay. So the Hermit card came in reverse. You guys are healing right now, but you're coming out of that energy. So am I. I can relate to what's going on right now. Most of these channel messages are straight up about my own experience with a very similar connection. Have you heard of the phenomenon of fake twin flame? So if you guys thought this person was your twin flame, chances are they could have been what they call a fake twin flame. A phenomena where it's like you think you met the love of your life, like you immediately, like when you guys met, almost immediately there's like this instant attachment. And right, like you bonded, maybe even got very intimate very quickly. Like it just felt very like, ooh, there's so much emotional like weight to it, even though you guys like just met and stuff. And then probably a few weeks later, maybe a couple of months, I don't know, but all of a sudden it's like there's a switch up within the person. Like they stop being so nice to you, and maybe they just straight up ghost you, block you, whatever. But understand that that's not a divine connection, and you're healing from this. So I think you know that. I think you know. You may still have questions. You may still be wondering like why it is you guys met. But this connection was unconventional. With the Hierophant in reverse, I get the sense that none of this happened linearly. None of this happened the way you thought love was supposed to go. And the thing is, I mean, love can't really be controlled. You can't decide who you fall in love with and who you don't fall in love with. But I think you know at this point, you kind of have to forgive yourself. And while I was meditating, that's kind of what I came to. Like, that was the conclusion I came to. I need to forgive myself for falling in love and for believing in it, because there was nothing wrong with believing in it, because you felt what you felt. You felt what you felt. You weren't wrong about it. There was an element of like soul ties. Like, it's divine because of that. But if the person isn't treating you like your divine counterpart, then are they really? Like, this is like kind of the loop that I've ended up with. I definitely think this person wants to reach out to you, but is too scared. I don't know how the connection has ended for the two of you, but I definitely have a sense that if they're too scared to reach out, it could be because they finally realized what they did was wrong and they don't want to come forward to you. So with the Wheel of Fortune, in my head, like at the beginning of this, I told myself if I saw this card, I would take it as like confirmation that this could have also been a karmic connection. Like this past like 2 years, I believe, the North and South Node, 2 or 1, like I forgot how the astrology stuff works, but South and North nodes, I'm pretty sure we're in both the signs Taurus and Scorpio, which basically the North node was in Taurus, South node in Scorpio. If I can explain this correctly, from my understanding, we as a collective were going through karmic like we were just pretty much like going through a karmic shift of being shown everything we ever wanted, and then everything we wish, like just everything we dread, the same, like flip-flopping between like having the hopes of like everything we've ever wanted and then like everything we don't want, right? Like living through a nightmare essentially. And I think that this shift occurred so we could choose which one we preferred. You might be wondering, well then why wouldn't everybody just choose Taurus? Like why wouldn't everybody just choose to have a very peaceful, prosperous, like just perfect life? And that's because some people are unhealed. Not even just some people, a lot of people are unhealed. Like, and don't even want to heal, right? Because healing is uncomfortable. And I guess the best way to explain it is, this is just kind of about how karmic cycles go, right? Like we experience pain. Pain becomes unbearable. And then at some point, when it starts to lessen, when it doesn't hurt as bad, we have an option to disregard it, keep it pushing, or to keep that with us, kind of like a trash bag on our shoulders. And after carrying it around everywhere long enough, you kind of just become attached to this trash bag. And honestly, I have a feeling that this person is unhealed, right? With these energies, I have a feeling that if they're using underhanded tactics, are very cold, like just very focused on money, maybe even unsuccessful. This person most likely senses the divine counterpart within the two of you and self-sabotaged. Sometimes people do that. So people self-sabotage. It's beyond me, but this is a thing that people do. And honestly, you just kind of have to give it grace. You're gonna have to just let it slide. You're gonna have to just forgive it. When I say let it slide, I don't mean like allow it to happen again. I mean like forgive them and forgive yourself too. This may not be what you want to hear about the situation. You probably want this person to be healed already and to come in, you know, so you can run into their arms and you guys can live that happy little, like happy ever after you felt would only be natural in this connection. But what I'm seeing here is that may not be the case, although it's not completely hopeless. With the Wheel of Fortune, there's also this element of good luck. I mean, if this person does plan on like reaching out to you again, it's likely they may have learned from the past or not. There's the World card in reverse. There's like this feeling of incomplete. There's like incompletion, like they're not ready yet. They're not ready to come forward to you. Sorry, excuse me. Actually, this card came in reverse. King of Wands. Yeah, they're still kind of self-motivated. They're still, deep down, they're still selfish, I guess is the best way. If the issue was them not prioritizing you, that issue has not changed. But there is like a change in luck. There is a divine plan of some sort for this person to learn their lesson. For this person to learn their karmic lesson. Queen of Coins. I see this being your energy. I have a feeling that you have had enough of this connection and you don't even want to entertain it, and your energy towards it is very closed off. This person could be blocked, and personally I think that's a good idea. But Three of Coins, there's something here too, like this person could be talking a lot about you. If you've been picking up their energy, like if you've been I just saw the number is 1818. If you've been randomly thinking about them, or if you've just been feeling very drawn towards them, or like, I don't know, like if you just feel their presence, like, and you know what I'm talking about, this connection most likely gave you like a spiritual awakening. I also see that too with the Hierophant, like a spiritual awakening kind of moment in the, with the Hermit too. Like this was a very intensive transformation for you. Yeah, but yeah, just like Three of Coins, I have a feeling they could be talking about you quite a bit, like, yeah, and rather loud too. Like I feel like they're trying to invoke your spirit. And then the Death card as well. So like I said, there's a lot about transformation. This was a divine connection. It was divinely guided, but you guys most likely left just before you saw the worst of this other person, you know? Yeah, and there's something to hear about fears. There was a lot of fears in this connection or surrounding this connection, but I think you were overcoming them. I don't know if you were like afraid, was this the love of my life and I missed out on it, but I think you're coming to understand, like, no, you deserve better. Maybe better hasn't shown up right now, but it's coming. Like something about fears, like releasing fears, and I also get the sense too, you've been taking better care of yourself. Like you're going through a little glow up moment. Like look how long her hair is. I just like, I don't know, I'm just getting the sense that you've been glowing up. You've been, you know, you've been stopping and smelling the roses type of energy. Like you have been healing from this, and you're coming out of that. Like you're coming out of this energy of being, it's all 2020. You come out of this energy feeling very reclusive, and now you're just like, you know, like you're blossoming. You're blossoming. This connection allowed you to blossom in a way you've never before. You're almost unrecognizable to who you used to be, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Don't let this crusty, you know, ruin that for you. Nine of Coins. I see you working on your like finances. I see that you maybe, you're either starting something, or something you started in the past is now coming to fruition. So maybe there was a project you've been working on. Okay, if there wasn't a project, I definitely see it. It could be like, it could just literally be your self-care, and now you're seeing the results of all that work you've been putting into yourself. But there is something here about results. Like maybe you recently graduated. I don't know if you're a student, like high school, college, university, grad school, I don't know, but I see that there's something you have been focusing on, and now it has come to fruition. And that's the energy I want to be focusing on. Okay, never mind this crusty. They're most likely a crusty. Like, I'm sorry if they lost their chance with you, fumbled the bag. This expensive ass fucking bag, like they acted as if they didn't know the worth. That's crazy. Honestly, ain't worth it. I promise you, the universe has something way better than Mr. Dirty Cheeks. But anyways, focusing on this Nine of Pentacles, so let's get into that. Okay, so Seven of Wands, I see that there may have been, I'm really getting the sense like hard work and competition, rising above it. Okay, I see that there's something you are rising above. Seven of Wands, I mean, that may not be the traditional meaning of this card, but I'm getting the sense that there's something that you have been like rising above. This could even be just toxic people. Like, I don't know if you've dealt with like toxic people before, but it's like you, I don't know, I feel like maybe you used to engage with their like lower vibrational energy. Like, I don't know if you ever like scroll through TikTok and you see like you see like the comment section of a TikTok, and like even before you look at it, like you know it's going to be bad, and you look through it and you're like, oh my god, this is awful type of energy. And I see that you're no longer engaging. You're no longer engaging with this lower vibrational energy, and that's caused you to flourish. That's caused you to focus better on yourself, because you're not worrying about what crusties are doing on the internet. You're literally just living your best fucking life, which we love. We love that energy, period. You know, and this may not be like, I'm trying to think, like, is this type of energy, like maybe in the past there were people, certain people, when they said little underhanding comments, it would get under your skin and you want to say something to them, but now you're like, you don't have peace. You don't have peace. You don't have inner peace. You didn't do the work necessary to feel calm and at peace within yourself, and now you're trying to get at my peace. You must have bumped your fucking head. Like, this is just energy of like, you're like, no, I'm not engaging with that anymore. That's literally so far beneath me. Okay, Ace of Cups, what I say, baby. Oh wait, sorry, Ace of Coins. Well, what I say. Okay, something good's coming from this period in your life. I see that you're starting something. Could be an opportunity coming your way. Something about like, I want to say starting fresh, starting new. It's like something new's coming for this new version of yourself. Okay, Nine of Swords, yes. So whatever this is, I get the sense is very honest. Okay, very, very charming, very funny, witty for sure. I don't think this is a person. I think this could be an opportunity. I'm just saying, like, first of all, if it's something to do with work, read the fine print. Second of all, honestly, whatever this is, I just imagine it aligns very well with you. something about like honesty. Like, you know, if something is good, like, you know, whatever this opportunity is for you if it is honest, if it feels honest, if it aligns with you and where you are. But it's coming soon. It's coming. You may get a message. I see this as a message online, maybe a phone call, text. It's very swift. It's coming in fast. Okay, I don't know if you're an influencer. Okay, this could be like a brand deal. You know, if you've been like looking for a break, this is that break that's coming through, and it's going to be long-term stability. It's gonna fulfill you for the long term, not a few days, not a few weeks. Okay, I'm seeing months, maybe years. Okay, Two of Swords, and you're gonna feel kind of indecisive. You're gonna feel kind of scared, kind of stuck. You're gonna be like, oh, should I do this, should I do that, and just like kind of like teetering between the two. Like, I see this as like, maybe you don't, it's like too good to be true, or maybe there's something else that's conflicting with it, something else that's conflicting with this offer that's coming in for you. Nine of Swords, this offer, oh my gosh, what is this offer, Spirit? This is crazy. Okay, that's a little too much. Not today much. Okay, so this offer I think has a lot to do with self-care. Self-care. The Four of Swords and the Star card, I really see this, if you are an influencer, this could be like something to do with like skincare, body care of some sort, therapy, I don't know. Like, I really, whatever, however this applies to you in your personal life, take it as you will, but I get this sense that you could be helping making people's wish come true, or if that's something you do. Okay, if it's not, I just see this as like, you know, just something to do. Oh, I really want to say mental health though too. Like, maybe you're getting the brand deal. Okay, so the Tower card came out and the Eight of Wands as well. Okay, so yeah, I think it has a lot to do with helping people. Okay, whatever this is helping people get through a rough time, and I love these two energies together. Yeah, because like this is also in sequential order of the tarot, right? So like this is number 16. Yeah, 16, right? Isn't that the tarot card, a Tower card, and then 17? If I can read Roman numerals. But yeah, it's like there's something about like helping people recover from tragedy, lost times. This is something like that. And maybe you're unsure because it's a draining energy. Maybe you're unsure to do this because you feel like, because you're helping people out of Tower moments, and that can be very draining. When there's Eight of Wands, there's really something to do about like slow communication, maybe? Slow communication. I don't know. But something is coming. What's the Two of Swords again? Like, what's the Two of Swords here? What's the Two of Swords about? What's the Two of Swords? How can my collective overcome this energy? What advice do you have for making a decision? Okay, so 3 things: Six of Cups, Four of Cups, and Six of Coins. So you are gonna need some time to really reflect. Okay, so Six of Cups, maybe talk to some family members. Okay, maybe you have a family member who's been through a similar situation or is going through a similar situation, but I definitely sense that family and dear friends, people you feel are connected to you on like almost a soul level or just known you for a while, could help you with giving some like advice, because everyone's situation is a little different. You know, I just really get the sense of talking to people you trust. Also, I don't know if you guys have like, if you've made, so we all have spirit guides, right? My spirit team communicates to me in the 3D with like birds. So whenever I hear birds, see birds, I think, oh, there's a spirit guide watching over me right now. That's my little communication. I don't know about you guys, but Heck, you could even like, you know, try getting into contact with your own spirit team. Could help with with making some decisions. And then with the Four of Cups, I get the sense that not everything, you may be in a situation where you have to pass something up in order for this opportunity to come to fruition, but you are having a hard time deciding over what that is. Okay, so I think that's why the Four of Cups showed up. There could even be something that you're not aware of right now. There's something that could be in your blind spot, some type of opportunity, and that's what this Ace of Coins could be. But I see you being very focused right now. You have been very focused. Maybe you've had no choice but to be focused. But, and with the Six of Coins, there's a lot about sharing. Hold on. Okay. Harmony and adjustment. Yeah, and there's going to be some adjustments for you to make, maybe financially. I see this too as like sudden financial windfall. Like you're going to experience a lot of success and then immediately have to adjust to the success. Yeah. Two of Swords. Is that it, Spirit, for the Two of Swords card? Okay. What about the Eight of Wands? Yeah, so the Eight of Wands is connected to the Six of Swords energy. Yeah, so this has something to do with, I think, your past lover here. The Six of Swords talks about moving on from something, but in the reverse, I take it as like someone is feeling stuck on this. Someone's unable to learn the lessons and move on. And with the Eight of Wands, it's like they are heavily contemplating reaching out to you, but they're hesitant. They're scared to reach out to you. Yeah, so it's like, first of all, this was a connection that helped you to expand your horizons, move forward. Okay. Two of Wands again. Somebody is heavily contemplating making a decision to come towards you. Someone is wondering if they should pick passion or project. Like someone is wondering if it's you, if like you're worth it or not, basically. Or they're just like going through their head, contemplating, just very unsure. Like I see somebody like sitting at a desk, just, or if not sitting at a desk, like at work or on the way home from work, or like just like whatever it is that they do on a day-to-day basis. I really heavily see them contemplating over you because they're still stuck. But potentially, yeah, they're almost like sure you're worth it. They're almost sure you are worth the commitment and they want to come forward. Yeah, okay, so the Empress came, which I love that in this card it's Mary. Mariam, as we say it in the Eastern Orthodox faith. But yeah, so there's something here about like infidelity, infertility. I don't know. This person may not be, honestly, I don't think they're in the best headset. I don't think they're in the best mindset. I think they're seeing things clearly. They're seeing the reality of the situation clearly. Okay, but it's like, I just don't think it's worth it. Honestly, even if this person does come forward to you, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think they're at that place where they're wearing their big boy pants and can say sorry for whatever it is they did to you, right? Like if the connection ended, they weren't acting right. It's like, I don't think they're there yet. Or maybe for some of you, maybe this person is like in full remorse. But you know, use your own intuition to discern if it's a good idea. But keep in mind, you got plenty going on. You don't even need their energy. Like, yeah, maybe they're a soulmate, but they're not the only one, okay? Our souls have probably been here for longer than we even know. Okay, you have multiple soulmates out there, multiple like twin flames. I don't know if there's such a thing as multiple twin flames, but I see that. Look at things clearly. Look at the reality of the situation. Think about everything a little logically. Okay, Neptune right now, I think it's in Pisces. If I remember correctly, at the time of this video, it was like in conjunction. No, it was in opposition with Gemini, the new moon in Gemini. But the new moon in Gemini happened like a few days ago already, so whatever. But anywho, y'all, please use your intuition and trust in the unknown. Trust that there are other things out there you don't even know yet, babes. You don't even know what this world has to offer you. No matter how old you are still a young soul. Okay, the youngest your soul will ever be. And it's like, dude, there's a lot out there. You and I both don't even know what's out there. And I'm gonna tell you, this crusty dusty ain't it. Okay, look, first of all, I don't know how long this connection has been for, but I'm assuming you guys have some history. Okay, this person has probably repeatedly failed you in one way or another. And look, maybe it was never their intention. I don't necessarily think they're like awful human being. I just get the feeling that considering how much emotional damage they've done so far, and you're in such a good place, this is why they're reaching out to you. They're clinging on for dear life to your energy. They want you so bad. So bad, so sad. Hold up. I have my own like channel messages deck. Okay. I have a few cards. Some of these are not safe for work. So I'm gonna censor them if any of those cards come out. But yeah, so what would my collective's person like to say to them, or spirit, like what cards, you know, out of this deck should come out for y'all? Oh, okay. Okay. I've never met someone like you. Starstruck. And I think about you like all the time. My friends have had enough of me talking about you. So yeah, this person is, like I told you, is thinking about you, heavily reflecting upon you, wants your energy, wants your time. But it's like, you don't give them none. Okay? It's a blessing to be around you. So this other card is, even though all you want to do is be everyone's friend, there are many who will end up on your path and hate you anyway. Ignore them. Wish them well and do you, baby. Shine. That's the only reason why they're mad. So yeah, I think this card is part of my healer's journey collection of cards that are like mixed in here. I have a feeling I channel for a collective who are, like I said earlier in the beginning of this video, healers, right? Like, we've been through some bullshit. Turns out we went through that bullshit so that we can guide other souls through the same BS, aka me talking to you about a situation I can relate to. Because you don't have to deal with it alone. I dealt with my shit alone and it sucked fucking ass. But look, this crusty dusty, I'm calling him crusty. I know this motherfucker's crusty. I promise you, they're crusty. It's not worth your time and energy. Like, look, I'm gonna be honest. There are gonna be men out there. I don't know this. Just assuming I'm channeling for a feminine collective, but that may not be the case. Okay, for those of you who are masculines looking for feminines, or masculines who have been dating other masculines, okay, like, we are gender inclusive, queer identity inclusive. Like, hello, I work with angels after all. But yeah, like I say, and I'm just gonna use he, him pronouns and refers to this person because they do show up as a lot of masculine energy, but again, you know, may not be per se. This musty, dusty, crusty man, okay, I promise you, he's crusty because he don't know how to, whatever. I'm gonna keep that thought to myself. Okay, so this is a comment about your scent. It says, you smell good, so good, in every way, in every place. I don't know if the two of you have been intimate, but this person is saying that the smell of you after words on their bed is something they like a lot. I haven't felt this excited in a long time. Kiss, kiss. Okay, yeah, so this is definitely somebody that the both of you, I think, mirror each other here. Like, this is soulmate journey, right? You know, there's a lot of mirroring. I have a feeling that you get them excited, they get you excited. But okay, actually, this could be about someone different. This could be about I don't know. This could be about a different person. Okay, so Cancer and Capricorn came out here. So you may be a Cancer or a Capricorn. This person could be a Capricorn. Oh, yeah, and they're down bad. This card says two things on repeat. Two words. It's like I said, they're down bad. I don't think I mean, I definitely could say it. Fuck me, like written like 7 times. Anyways, so right, you guys, I'm gonna real quick shuffle the cards again and see whatever else wants to come out for you. Okay. Okay, what else would like to come out from my pile? A pile collective. Is there any new love coming along the way? Let me ask you that. Is there any new love coming along the way? Spirit, is there any new love coming towards my collective that they should be aware of? Let's focus on you. Okay, so a lot has come out. Too much. I can't take it. So anything, Spirit, about the old and the new. Okay, so Queen of Cups, 3 of Wands, and Queen of Wands. Okay, so I see here that you might be doing a lot of traveling in the future. Yeah, so some of these energies did come up in reverse, but I just felt like reading them in the upright. I don't know, I just felt called to. So I really get the sense that you may be doing some traveling or working. I've been taking this literally, like working up the ladder, like at work, or you know, like establishing some roots, really just like working towards a goal. I see that happening for you guys, you know, or something like that. There's also the Queen of Cups. You could be living around water, near water. You may be moving to some place with a lot of water. I see, or this could just straight up be your energy. Okay, this nurturing and loving Queen of Cups, and then the Queen of Wands is here because there's something here about really focusing on the things you want, like unleash all hell. Like that's what I'm hearing. Like go towards the things you want unapologetically, like really enter this like fiery energy. Like I don't know if you have a moon placement in a fire sign, but really tap into that energy because that's going to get you where you need to go. And you know what, Spirit is saying that if you are interested in new love, this is how you're going to get it. This is where you need to go. Okay, enter this like Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups energy. You know, be both nurturing to yourself and the world around you, but be unapologetic. Find that balance. Find that balance and pursue what it is you came here to do. Okay, find your purpose. Go after the things you love. Focus on you. Focus on you. This is your next step in love and romance. It's literally focusing on yourself. Okay, and like, you know, like I know that you've probably been doing that because earlier the Hermit card appeared in the reverse. So I see that you probably spent a period of time in recuperation, but now that you're you know, I mean, ideally you've healed, but of course healing is not a linear process. 44. I just saw 44. But you know, it's like go towards it. Okay, so last thing here, because I want to make that the last card, is the Judgment card. Okay, in reverse. So I see here that there's something about embarking on a journey. And I want to say like embarking on a journey, but there is like a literal meaning of like the Judgment card, like misjudged, feeling misjudged, people not accepting you. I think like you're gonna have to get used to that. I think that you are starting a very powerful new chapter in your life, where people are gonna comment on it. People are gonna say you've changed. It's like we don't even know who you are anymore. You know, you don't think the same, you don't walk the same, you don't talk the same, you don't even hang out with the same people, because you know the universe has got rid of those who were secretly unsupportive. They would, you know, lie to you and tell you how much they loved you or how much they cared about you or whatever, you know, and they're like how they supported you, but then they turn around and talk shit about you, and you felt it. You felt that energy, but you didn't know where it was coming from. And so the universe helped to weed that out of your energy. And you're gonna feel very misjudged on this new path. Okay, there's maybe some people who call you selfish because you're no longer interested in them. Okay, there may be some people who try to pull you down, drag you down. I'm really getting the sense that like there are gonna be people who are gonna talk their shit about you, or whatever it is that you do, or wherever it is that you go, or whomever that you hang out with. But honestly, ignore them. You can't do anything about it anyway. And don't waste your time. Okay, do not waste your time competing with them or giving them your energy or trying to get them to like see your point of view, because they don't care. They don't care. If they cared, they wouldn't be saying this shit. Do you get what I mean? Like if they had, I almost want to say common sense, but if they just like, if they were better human beings, they wouldn't be talking this kind of shit. They wouldn't be in these spaces. They wouldn't be hating on you in the first place. I mean, you're my healers. You're my light workers, okay? Like, hello? Anyway, essentially, thumbs down. Thumbs down, people. Honestly, just leave them be, because it's out of your control. It's in the hands of God. And if you guys haven't really been praying much, or you know, trying to find ways to ground yourself emotionally and physically, then I would really suggest getting started on that. Okay, anyway, y'all, so this is the next step in finding the love of your life. If you are curious, go after the things that you want. Make sure to never forget to be nurturing, loving, and forgiving towards yourself. And I see some great things happening. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been the Portal of Light Tarot channel. Hold up. Right, and I haven't like really introduced myself on this channel, but my name is Nugustita. So basically Nugustita is a made-up word. I made it up. I've always really liked the Empress card in the tarot deck, and I just really claim that energy as my own. And so if you didn't know, I'm Ethiopian. Yes, I come from East Africa. My family is like first generation, all that, right? So, well, technically I'm the first generation, but just introducing myself at the end of this video. Yeah, so anyway, basically like Nugustita is two parts. So Nugus is the masculine word for like king, emperor. That's what it means. And Tita is like a feminine ending, and put it together you get Nugustita. It's not really like, I don't know, I just made it up. Like I said, I literally just made it up. I was like, okay, I really like the way Nugus sounds. There is a word for like feminine, like there is a word for empress. It's like Nugust, but I don't know. I always prefer the more like masculine sounding words, not necessarily because I identify as like a masculine, but I do have like divine masculine energy. We all have divine masculine energy, divine feminine energy. And I just like, I've always like growing up, like it was almost like to, it was just like this thing, like really misogyny, I guess, like IDK, but there's something about like all the best words to describe a person's character sounded pretty masculine, or like had masculine endings, or like, right, like just stuff like Jagna, which is like brave soul, like bravery, right? And there's like, I don't know, there's like feminine ways of saying those same words, but to me as a child and even now, like I guess it sounds cooler, like IDK, but essentially I just claim like divine masculine energy and feminine energy, and that's what I embody when I call myself Nugustita. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Also, in case you don't already, please cleanse your energy. I see there may be some devil-like energy in your area, in and around you. So anyway, take care. Bye.